Hey y'all, Sean here. So, the presidential debate was recent, last night as a matter of fact. And you know what? I got to talk about this, man, because I'm dedicated right now. I'm zoned in, locked in, I'm honed in, whatever you want to say. I'm zoned in on this channel. I'm going to start talking a lot more about trending topics, not just, politics, but everything overall, because there's so many trending topics that's out there that I want to talk about, not gossip. I'm not about the gossiping and all that stuff. All right. But I want to talk about trending topics. And today I want to kick off this new era of this channel because I'm going to be more consistent. And I'm going to be dropping, a lot of, trending topics, what's trending in the news, what's trending out there on social media, what's trending economically, whatever the case may be. But look, the presidential debate last night, I got a chance to watch it. I didn't watch the full debate. I've been watching videos all morning, but I caught a lot of it last night. But let me tell you this, man. This was such an interesting, debate because you got to understand every time there's a presidential debate or there's going to be a shift in the White House, it's a pivotal time in this country. Here we are one more time, once again, in the same place, the same location. Well, it was held in Atlanta, Georgia, but on TV, we're having two old heads, out here debating each other. And one of them is looking like he's about to fall into a coffin and carried off to the graveyard. And, I'm not making fun of Joe. I used to call him Cash Money Joe, but right now, old man Joe, he's looking kind of weird right now, y'all. And you know what? We all age. Well, not everybody make it to that age. So he's obviously blessed to have lived a full life. Shout out to you, Joe, for that. You did something right? And he got to the age where now a lot of people are questioning his age, being president, being in office and so forth. But I want to play this part of the video or part of the debate I think a lot of people missed because, Donald Trump was out here. He was just acting a fool, right? So I'm going to play this part and we're going to get back to it.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do was leave it. He decided to open up our border, open up our country to people that are from prisons, people that are from mental institutions, insane asylum, terrorists. We have the largest number of terrorists coming into our country right now, all terrorists, all over the world, not just in South America, all over the world. They come from the Middle East, everywhere. All over the world, they're pouring in. And this guy just left it open. And he didn't need legislation because I didn't have legislation. I said, close the border. We had the safest border in history. In that final couple of months of my presidency, we had, according to Border Patrol, who is great, and by the way, who endorsed me for president, but I won't say that, but they endorsed me for president. Brandon, just speak to him. But look, we had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it. And people are dying all over the place, including the people that are coming up in caravans.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden?
The only terrorist who's done anything crossing the border is one who came along and killed three, under his administration, killed an al-Qaeda person come in his administration, killed 3 American soldiers.
All right, so Trump said gang members are coming into this country, so we're going to put it to the test. Facts or fiction? Let's watch this clip.
Natasha and Teresa, he said a lot, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But as you recall, this suspect came into this country illegally a year ago. He was arraigned on a number of charges, including 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. He used to live here at this shelter off Dimars Boulevard, but says he was kicked out. Now, he made a shocking confession to authorities, saying that he is a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua, and that gang is smuggling firearms into migrant shelters.
This kid is already giving up names. He's snitching. He's singing, as a matter of fact. He's in that back room pointing fingers at when you point down at who's who on that table because they get you in that little room and they're like, okay, we're going to put this paper in front of you. They put the paper in front of you like this. They're like, okay, this is one person. This is number 2. I need you to start pointing. He's already pointing, y'all. He's already pointing. He's already airing everything out. He's snitching. He's singing. He's making a full opera presentation right now, giving all types of information. And we're seeing where Joe Biden, I'm reading it right here with y'all, right? Joe Biden reveals new plans that could get 500,000 immigrants U.S. citizenship. I'm telling you, this is a plan, y'all. It was all a plan. It's all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines. All of them are going to be singing that Biggie, right? So, when we're seeing all these people coming through, it's always something on the back end, man. Always some type of plan on the back end. And it's always about power. It all leads back to that. Always about power. You know what? Let's watch some more of this debate.
It was a clash of two presidents, one current, one former, now locked in a rematch for the White House. The two men not shaking hands as they walked onto the stage. From the start, the gloves were off.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
He's, without question, the worst president, the worst presidency in the history of our country. We shouldn't be having a debate about it.
The two men meeting in the first presidential debate of this election cycle, hosted by CNN. President Biden, his voice raspy, at times struggling to make a point. His campaign confirming he has a cold.
I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. That's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
Former President Trump calling President Biden out after this answer.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Biden questioning the former president's fitness to lead.
Look, there's a reason why 40 of his 44 top cabinet officers refused to endorse him this time. His vice president hasn't endorsed him this time. So why? Why? They know him well. They serve with him. Why are they not endorsing him?
Polling shows that 81% of voters think Biden is too old to be president. He's 81. 55% of voters feel this way about Trump, who is 78. Both said tonight they are up for the job.
This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent. I think that just look at the record. Look at what I've done.
I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it.
At tonight's debate, there was no studio audience, and the microphones were shut down to limit interruptions. The latest polling average shows the candidates neck and neck, putting even more weight on tonight and the upcoming debates. President Biden currently has a disapproval rating of more than 55%. As far as the issues that matter most to voters, the economy and inflation remain at the top, while crime, protecting democracy, healthcare, and the border falling shortly behind. The debate touching most of those topics.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security.
Biden calling out Trump for being the first president in history to be convicted of a felony.
The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now.
If you got some value, enjoyed what you just watched, hit that like button. That like button will help me get out into the recommendations so more people like you can see this video. Get to this channel and get some value as well. I appreciate y'all. See y'all in the next video.